Okay, it's time for a short break from the even greater Sydney bike trail rides. This week I've headed down to the beautiful Eurobodalla coast, south of Sydney, and the coastal village of Broulee, just a few kilometres from the mountain bike mecca of Mogo. With today's ride, along with riding buddy Neil, we've gone inland from Broulee to the Mogo hinterland on forestry trails, dirt roads, and some smooth Mogo single track. Out of suburbia to the Oaks Ranch, which is actually the old Mossy Point Rd. The kangaroos off to the right there. Out through the western gates of the Oaks Ranch. Rolling down to the Princess Highway. Short stint northwards and then turn up again. And out onto Bimbimbie Rd. Nice little houses. Off into the forest. Right, that's the top of the first climb, up at 179 metres from sea level. That's been good work. And 220 metres of climbing now. And we're going to go downhill. One of the highlights of any trip to Broulee is always a visit to the famous Snake Track. It's now part of the Bimbimbie Epic Trail at Mogo, but it's been around so long that I first located it on a topo map using coordinates I'd got from the old MTB Oz email forum. Anyway, I thought I'd give my little DJI Neo drone a run, but it really doesn't like me going at any speed on tight single track, so most of this run is from the GoPro camera.
Breathing from a hole in my lung, I had no one but faces in front of me, racing through the void in my head to find traces of a good luck academy. Sparks of night and trading for thought about no one and nothing in particular. Watched the sickened socket and drove. Resent nothing. There's goodwill inside of me. Wake me up low with a fever. Walking in a straight line, set me on fire in the evening.
After the delights of the snake track, we headed west on Maulbrooks Rd, and then up the steep and rugged Pistol Shot Road to the highest point of the ride, at about 260 metres above sea level. Turning off Moulbrooks Rd onto Pistol Shot. Wallaby disappearing up there. A few more bees. Plenty of bees there. Steeper little pinches on Pistol Shot. We're battling up some Pistol Shot Road. A lot of chunky aggregate on here, making traction and cadence pretty tricky on the steeper bits. Hopefully we're getting close to the top. Well, I finished with Pistol Shot and we're back out onto a more expansive road. Not sure what it's called, I'll have to look it up when we get back. Bird life.
Chicken at the hop. Do the dance sensation and sleep with the neighbors at the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Baby, let's go to the hop. Oh baby, let's go to the hop. Come on, baby hop. You can really start to move it at the hop. Well, dance gets smooth and the music gets smooth at the hop. All the cats can really get the kids at the hop. Let's go now, let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Let's go to the hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. Let's go, go. Breathe and rock and you can roll, do a stomp, even show it at the hop. When the records stop, better do the whistle, light a chicken at the hop. Do the dance, dance, he's not sweeping the neighbors at the hop. Well, you swing, you can groove, you can really start to move at the hop. Well, dance gets smooth and the music is cool at the hop. All the guys and you can really get the kids at the hop. Let's go now, let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Oh, baby. Let's go to the hop. Come on, let's go to the hop.
See down there somewhere. Top of Rossridge Road, 230 metres. grey gravel of Runnyford Rd, heading up towards Princess Highway. So after crossing back over to the east side of the Princess Highway and climbing up Mogo Trails Road, we turned down Dog Trap Road and then linked up with some more of the Mogo mountain bike trail network. At this stage I thought I'd give the drone another chance, but again it didn't like the close quarter action of tight single track, so I switched back to GoPro coverage. From the Mitchell Road trailhead, we then had about 6 or 7 k's back along the Tomakin Road to George Bass Drive, and then down into Broulee and home to the coast once more.